We're here with Hakim Bellamy tonight here at Jazzbah for his second JazzBars performance in recent months. So what do you think of the place?
I love the place. It's beautiful. It's ambient. It's what I'm used to being from New Jersey, Philadelphia area. Like very elaborate, very a great accessory to the kind of talent that you expect to see, the kind of food you expect to eat, the kind of drinks you expect to drink at a place that's this classy, right?
What brings back memories of back east for you about this place?
Wow. The service is quality, top notch. Tip my hat to the Jazzbah staff. The lighting, the decoration, just the vision that comes into it, but also like the kind of family atmosphere. Like when you walk in here, they make everyone, regardless of what you are here to do, whether you're here to just patronize the bar or you're here to spend a little bit of money on a meal, like they treat everyone like, number one, they want you to come back, which seems to be a lost art form in America, to treat people like they're your most prized possession and they're the customer and they're the business. But it's nice that they do that here. But I think on the East Coast you have so many, like with the density of people and the density of population, you have bars and restaurants that are right on top of each other, sometimes even serving the same cuisine or catering to the same audience. So what makes bar A different from bar B? And it's the way they make you feel when you come inside. Like it's that place you feel like you belong or you feel like family, and that's, I think, what's cool about the Jazzbah, that they work for your business, they work for your trust. So it's cool.
Mm-hmm. This is your second time here. What was kind of your impetus to want to come perform here? Is it just because it's...
Well, it was the new hot spot in town. I mean, that doesn't hurt. But also, I was looking for a place. Like I want to be clear. Like I've never done a regular monthly or weekly show in Albuquerque, and I've been an entertainer performer here for almost 6 years. Because I always said when I do something, I want it to be different. And so I come from like the slam poetry scene and the poetry slam scene, and there's a certain kind of show that happens in the poetry slam scene, and that show is awesome, and I encourage people to go check it out. But I wasn't just going to organize another poetry slam. There's 4 poetry slams in the city now. It's saturated with poetry slams for the size of city it is, even though we get great support from people like you. So I always said if I do something and I curate or host something, I want it to be something that's different, that people want to come to because they can't get it anywhere else. And this was an opportunity to do that here, and I took advantage. I'm grateful, and I took advantage.
And what's the difference between JazzBars and the poetry slam?
Musicians. Musicians. I mean, you're still getting poetry, and though for now you're mostly getting poetry by me, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. But ultimately, we see a model where we invite traveling poets who are coming through to kind of guest host a set here, just like we invite the musicians to come through on a rotating basis, and we kind of create a cadre of people that we can pull from and create different combinations of music each month. And that's what I'm lucky enough to get to curate, because though I'm a poet by trade, I'm a musician by heart. I'm a music lover, a music junkie, aficionado even, if you will. And I'm lucky enough to have been in bands and musical acts and performed on stage with many musicians here, and I have a Rolodex. I have a address book in my phone where I can call some of them up and kind of make dream combinations on this stage of talented individuals who can collaborate in an improvisational setting. And that's what's different. Like we can create something you'll only see here the night you come, and you'll never see it again unless you check out the live feed at jazzbahABQ.com. But and then the next month it'll be totally different. And the next month after that it'll be totally different. So I think that's what we do.